GHB TV. What we doing? Perfect. The boxing world seems to be in an uproar, eh? Well, guess what? We tried. They don't like the opponent. Guess what? It's going down October 11th, man. UISMA Lima from Portugal by way of Angola. Or is it the other way around? From Angola by way of Portugal. Who cares? He's going back. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm here, man. What's going on with y'all? I hope everyone had a great day. Let's start it off like that. I mean, it's Monday, back to work. You know how shit go. I hope everybody had a great day. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all who's tapping in. Appreciate those who don't want to be here but decided to pull up. You know what I'm saying? Now, I had to chill with the natural shit because it started getting wicked for me. But, you know, we back. All-American Greggie. You feel me? I had to get clean. You feel me? But listen, a lot of people do not like the opponent. That's what happened when, you know, you got to deal with what you got. Here's why. A lot of people say, gee, what happened to Murder Tazaliev? Why not Murder? Murder was stuck in a mandatory situation with Erickson Lubin. Well, why not the Towering Inferno? How come you guys didn't offer him a fight? He just got out the ring. Tim Tszyu rematch. Well, how come not Tellez? Tellez got a fight coming up as well, from what I understand. Well, what happened to Rashidi? How come they didn't want to give him the money? It went from 250 to 5. Tell me a fighter who getting paid that kind of money for a non-title fight, non-pay-per-view fight. It ain't nobody getting that kind of money. $500,000 was good money. Rashidi even thought about it and tried to hurry up and run back to the table, but the restaurant was closed. Rashidi learned a valuable lesson. Rashidi learned a valuable lesson. You know what, Rashidi, you know what's good money. You were supposed to go ahead and take the 5. But here's the thing. You don't have to feel it. Is that the best opponent in the 154-pound division? No, we all know that. We know UISMA Lima isn't the best opponent in the 154-pound division, but he was the opponent that picked up the phone. He was the opponent that picked up the phone. He was the opponent that accepted the money. What people don't understand about boxing, timing is everything. Timing is really everything. Y'all think we be trying to cap. Y'all think we be trying to bullshit. Y'all think we be shoving shit in y'all face just to call it shit. Here's the thing. In this situation, who do you fight? Who do you fight? Yeah, they said Josh Kelly. Yeah, they said, what's my man? Rashidi Ellis. They said this guy that we fighting. And it was another name. He was the guy that picked up the phone. Fundora wasn't available. Murder Tazaliev wasn't available. Tellez wasn't available. Who you supposed to fight? A foreign. I want you to go look at the WBA rankings. This guy's ranked number 10. He's ranked number 10. What you want me to do, gang? I'm just a spirit. Now, I did some research. This guy stopped 2 of his last 3 opponents, all undefeated fighters. Not bad. Not bad. I'm going to say it again because a lot of y'all don't like to listen. This guy stopped 2 of his last 3 opponents, all undefeated fighters. All undefeated fighters. Not bad. Pump up the volume. I didn't say he was the sharpest foreign. Just listen in. In this guy's career, he's fought well over 154 pounds. He's even came in as high as 163. So that means he's an official. So if fighting at 154 was the issue, and him bringing up Rashidi to come along with him to 154, and 154 was too big for Rashidi, well, how about a guy who fought at middleweight? Jordan C. I never said I didn't think he was chips. I stand on that. We gonna definitely turn him into a pack and sit him back. I'm just saying, I looked up some things. I decided to write some things that I thought mattered. Like I was saying, this guy has fought as high as 163 pounds. His only loss was to an undefeated Aaron McKenna out of Ireland, who was 20-0 with 10 knockouts. I mean, he didn't lose to a guy that was 10-10. He lost to a guy who was right now 20-0 with 10 knockouts. Aaron McKenna out of Ireland. Not bad. What y'all want me to do? He number 10 in the world. He number 10 in the world. People mad at Boots. This is who they can find. This is who it's going to be. I'm not mad at it. This is his first fight at 54. Mark Hollywood said the dude he lost to was a middleweight. That's my point. Y'all know why I am going to defend him? Because this is one of our franchise teams in Philadelphia. Out of boxing, we got Cool Boy and we got Boots. I'm holding them down. Sasaki. Now, somebody brought up Sasaki. Sasaki got knocked out at 40 by the guy that Hiroka, and then he got knocked out by Norman. This is a guy who'd never been knocked out. And they say his one loss is to a middleweight. What am I missing? What am I missing? He 14-1 with 10 knockouts. He stopped 2 of his last 3 opponents. What am I missing? But why you keep saying, come on, foreign? This is who he's fighting. He would have been fighting Rashidi. Rashidi said 500,000 wasn't enough. They said Rashidi wasn't. Rashidi said 500,000 wasn't enough. Huh? Huh? Since when? I'm a spirit, gang. Rashidi said the 500 wasn't enough. So we tried to get somebody that we know. He said it wasn't enough. I'm trying to figure out, how is it Boots' fault? This is what's on the table. If it's a UISMA Lima, then a UISMA Lima it is. What you want us to do? He ranked number 10 in the WBA in the world. What you want me to do, gang? I'm just a spirit. Listen, Boots Ennis. Somebody asked me, was I satisfied? I'm going to tell you something. You know why I am satisfied? Boots Ennis bring boxing back to Philadelphia. Why wouldn't I be satisfied? Wells Fargo going to be sold out again. Why not? Why wouldn't they pull up? And it's going to be some undercard fire, too. Just keep it close. Neil Loris, appreciate the donation, gang. You ain't have to do that. We got 232 people in here. I understand if you don't like the video. I get it. I understand. A lot of people is angry right now. Angry, I don't know why, but this is what was available. If you just now tuned in, Murder Tazaliev is entertaining his mandatory, as he should, which is Erickson Lubin. Fundora just got out of the ring. John Byers, appreciate you, gang. Why we don't got smoke for none of the top guys trying to get in the ring? I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. Murtaza Aliyev was entertaining his mandatory, which is Erickson Lubin. So he's X'd off the list. Fundora just got out of the ring. He's X'd off the list. Telez is lined up. He's X'd off the list. Who we got? We tried to give Rashidi the money. He got rich all of a sudden. 500,000 ain't enough. This fight is worth more than that. Okay. A non-title fight. A non-pay-per-view event. Okay. If that's how you feel. If that's how you feel, it is what it is. Is this my favorite fight at 154? Of course not. No, Rashidi said yeah after going home and arguing with his lady, and his lady said, "How the fuck you gonna turn down 500,000? What is you, stupid? What, you dumb?" So he called back, "Yo, is the food still on the table?" "No, we closed the restaurant, cousin. It's over. Holla at you. See you another time." What Rashidi didn't understand is this fight would have put him back in position. Somebody get Rashidi a pretzel. After going home and talking to his old lady, I don't know what's going to happen. 2 cents, what up? Omic Original, what's popping? Welcome to GHB TV, man. We here. My bad for eating the chips. I like chips. Who was available? Ramos didn't want the fight. If Ramos would have wanted the fight, he would have took the fight. Philadelphia, you got to understand, bro. Last time we had big fights like this in Philadelphia was probably like the 90s. Like big ones like this. Come on, gang. This is our franchise team. I'm not turning on him. I'm not. It's one of our franchise teams, bro. Him and Cool Boy. If Cool Boy fighting Philly, I don't give a fuck who he fighting. I'm going. Boots fighting in Philly, I'm going. I don't care who it is. Tago, what up? Everybody is saying, "Gee, but come on, you can't be satisfied with this guy." Well, nobody took the fight. All the guys. Now, this is the craziest shit, the craziest part, right? If you go look at the WBA rankings, the only motherfucker in there that we know is Jesus Ramos. Jesus Ramos didn't want the fight. He could have got the fight. Huh? Everybody else is nobody we recognize. I dare y'all to sit right here. And lie in my face and tell me y'all recognize these guys. Go look at the WBA rankings right now. Boots is fighting the number 10 guy in the WBA rankings after Rashidi said no to $500,000. He said he didn't want it. Then he went home, argued with his lady. You better get your dumb ass in the ring. You tripping. What's wrong with you? 500,000. If you ain't never make that in your career, why the fuck wouldn't you take that? Hey, Eddie. What's up, Eddie? You know, Eddie. Man, you gave up on a massive amount of money. I don't know what you were thinking. Maybe next time, chat. Cheerio. Cheerio. Hey, Foreign, you can say whatever you want, man. Don't let nobody stop you. Say what you want. Who do you think will be Boots' toughest match at 154? Me, honestly, I think it'll be Jamel Charlo or Sebastian Fundora. That's honest. That's honest opinion. Jamel Charlo or Sebastian Fundora. And that's on God, mate. Gee, what's the difference between Lima and Jin Sasaki? The difference between Jin Sasaki and Lima has never been knocked out before. Jin Sasaki has. Lima is a middleweight coming down. Because if you look at most of his fights, most of them were over the 154-pound limit. So he actually like a middleweight coming down. Jin Sasaki was a junior welterweight going up to welterweight. And the other difference is one is from Portugal, one is from Japan. That's the best I could sum it up. We got action, man. October 11th, it's going down. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The Undertaker returns. What's up? Let's talk about it. Let's talk boxing. Because if you look at what I want y'all to do is go look at the WBA rankings and tell me a name besides Jesus Ramos that you recognize in that list. Go ahead and tell me. I want y'all to go check it out. All motherfuckers do is go look up rankings in each division and think they know boxing. Whole time they never watched a fight of the person they claiming for boots to fight. Yeah, that's the whole part. Now I checked the guy out last night. I said he's dog food. He's getting up out of here within 5 rounds. We getting him out. He gotta go because he in the way. October 11th is going down. GHB TV will be in the building. Talk to me. You say you can't lie, Greg. You only hype because you know the bull trash. No. I'm hyped because the fight is back in Philly. Like, we bringing it back to the Welly. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand. See, y'all don't know Philadelphia. Those who talking like that, y'all don't know Philadelphia. Y'all don't know how it's so many rainy days in Philadelphia. So when we get a time like this to be at the Welly enjoying a boxing match, oh my goodness. That's why I'm hyped. I don't care about the opponent. I told y'all I wanted Murder Tazaliev when I talked to Boots to his face about 7-8 weeks ago. He said, gee, I want Murder Tazaliev. That's who I want. But he's occupied. He's tied up with his mandatory. We're not mad at that. Come on, gang. You got to do what you got to do. What I'm hype about is we're going to be at the Welly again. We're going to be back at the Welly, cousin. For those who don't know, they don't know. So I understand how for you to be confused about that. Christian Wright, I appreciate the donation. Hey, G, I hope Eddie don't do boots like he did Andrade. Promising fights. That's why he never fought Canelo. Remember, when Wilder walked out of the meeting with the zone because they couldn't guarantee AJ. Listen, I understand all of that. I understand all of that. This is what y'all got to understand, though. We see what the play is. We see that Boots is number 2 in the WBA. Lima is number 10. So it's only one way. I mean, it's only up from here, right? Here's the thing. We know who the champions are. If the fights don't happen with the champions, why would that be Boots' fault? Would it be Boots' fault? And would it even be Eddie's fault? Let's be honest. Would it even be Eddie's fault? Let's be real. How do we know? How do we know if none of the champions fought Boots after this? And I'm not looking over Lima because look, any man will hurt you. Any man hurt you. You know what I'm saying? I got utmost respect for Lima, but my prediction is he's going in the bag. But let's get away from that. What I'm saying is, if everything go like it's supposed to go, Boots win this fight like he's supposed to win this fight. Listen, who's to say Eddie's going to be able to get them to accept anything? How we know? How do we know? Everybody's on Boots' case about why is it Lima, but why is it Lima? What happened to everybody else? Everybody all of a sudden was tied up. One thing Virgil wasn't being fucking honest about, Virgil's going through hand injuries right now. Right now. Virgil knew he wasn't going to be able to fight no time soon. And then guess what? If y'all do some more research, Virgil's manager and father are in a tangle with Oscar De La Hoya simply because they don't like how Oscar De La Hoya is so-called negotiating without them. And Virgil's manager put out a statement about how nobody's going to negotiate around him or without him. So unless he say yeah and Virgil's father say yeah, it ain't going to be no fight. He said, we don't move on Boots' time. We move on our time. That's what he said. That's what he said. Lamont A, appreciate the donation, gang. You ain't have to do that. I guess we forgot Virgil and Oscar declined to Murder Tazaliev. No criticism for that, huh? How soon we forget? How soon we forget? When they asked Oscar De La Hoya, yo, you want to make that after the Madrimal fight, yo, you want to make that fight with cousin Murder Aliev? Oscar De La Hoya said, I ain't putting my dog in there with him. It's been too many tough fights back to back. Huh? You a fighter? Every fight's tough. Huh? You a fighter, gang? What happened? What's going on in boxing? Nobody questioned that though. Is Spence versus Boots too far-fetched? I don't think it's too far-fetched. I just don't think it'll happen soon. Malcolm Johnson, I appreciate the donation, gang. You ain't have to do that. I'm a spirit. Brandon Alashik, what's up, cousin? He said that's Auntie G, not Oscar. Oscar get that bag sometimes too. You feel me? I'm just trying to figure it out though. If we look at the list, if you go look at the WBA list, tell me somebody you know on there besides Jesus Ramos. Besides Jesus Ramos, who do you know on the list? So if he would have fought anybody else on that list, y'all would have been saying the same thing y'all saying now. Who the fuck is that? I ain't never heard of that guy. Without even watching him, without even ever trying to check him out. That's some real shit. I forgot who said that earlier in the live, but he said it. He said a lot of y'all can look at the list and say the guy's not shit and never even looked them up and tried to watch him fight. That's some real shit. Gee, they was saying the same shit about Karen. After the fight, Karen was saying motherfuckers was saying Karen was Boots' toughest fight and he gets hit too much. Dudes need to just watch the fight. All right, you got me sounding crazy. Hey, John Byers, I appreciate that though, gang. He got me sounding fucked up though. Dudes need to just go watch the fight. That's all you need to do. We back in Philly. Hey Valdez, your mom. How about that? I'm just saying. Who was he supposed to fight? Somebody named Derek James in here. Nigga named Derek James. Is that your real name, bro? That's funny as shit. Nigga named Derek James. Like the trainer. I'm just saying, if you go look at the list, right? Who was he supposed to fight? Foreign. I agree with you. But it is what it is. When Roy Jones Jr. moved up to light heavyweight, he fought a cop, an active cop. He fought NYPD. Stop playing with me. It's boxing, baby. It's just one fight. Let us go ahead and do what we got to do. I'm definitely doing the devil's work. We definitely got action. Cognizance. What's up, baby? Look at that lemonade again. He said Roy for the ICE agent is crazy. He did. Look it up. Hey, Foreign, are you going to watch the fight, Foreign? Hold up. Wait a minute. I thought old boy accepted the 500K. He did after turning it down. Remember, they got cute first. Remember, Rashidi and his trainer got cute first. That's not enough money, Poppy. We can get more. Rashidi go home, talk to his girl curse him out. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm looking at the headlines. It's saying that you turned down 500K. Well, baby, I didn't mean to. I just figured that we can get more for Boots. What the fuck is wrong with you, Rashidi? You don't see this shit we got going on around here? We got to take care of these kids and this and that. I know, baby, but I was just trying to negotiate. I was trying to listen to my manager and my trainer. Fuck them. We got to eat. What's up with you? Okay, well, I'll get on the phone and call Eddie back. Get Eddie on the phone. Ship his cell, my boy. Hey, look it up, man. Y'all think I'm lying? Look it up. Punch it up in YouTube. If y'all think I'm lying about Roy Jones, go ahead and look it up. Stop playing with me, gang. Rashidi Ellis fucked the opportunity all the way up. All the way up. Stop playing. No, what happened to Roy Jones was I said when he moved up to light heavyweight, he fought a cop. Go look it up. Just type in Roy Jones versus police officer. It's going to pop right up. Stop playing. This guy's rated number 10 in the WBA. He stopped 2 of his last 3 opponents who was all undefeated fighters. What are we mad about? The same way Philadelphia fans feel about the Eagles, the same way Philadelphia fans feel about the Phillies, the same way Philadelphia fans feel about the Flyers, I feel about Boots Ennis and Cool Boy. What you want me to do, gang? I'm a spirit. I'm here to hold it down in Philadelphia as far as boxing go. I'm here to hold it down. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to block the disrespect. If you want to get disrespectful, send it my way, because I can get disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is we got action. We got action. Rashidi Ellis. Now, this is the craziest part. Rashidi Ellis, after losing to Romain Villa, Boots beating the shit out of Romain Villa, went through whatever he had to go through, and still got another opportunity at Boots, and he turned it down. That means you don't want to fight. That means you don't want to fight. Jesus Ramos is number 4 in the WA. He don't want to fight. He don't want to fight. So that leaves us Bakram Murtazahaliev. Guess what? He's tied up with Erickson Lubin. That leaves us Fundora. Guess what? Fundora just got out of the ring. Fundora just got out of the ring. And guess what? That leaves us Tellez. Guess what? Tellez, they're not going to put Tellez in there with Boots. Is you kidding me? Is you kidding me? Come on, gang. He bringing it back to Philly, man. I can't be mad. Even if I wanted to be mad, I can't be mad. I can't be mad. Rashidi fucked that money up. Listening to people. Stop listening to people, champ. And guess what? I'm not counting no pockets. I'm not counting nobody's pockets. But you're not going to sit here and tell me 500,000 wasn't enough. Huh? Name another fighter in a non-title fight, non-pay-per-view event getting that kind of money. They not. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them lie to you. Josh Kelly was in the talks. You think they would hate Eddie if he did that? They would hate Eddie if they forced Josh Kelly to fight Boots Ennis. Come on, man. Think about it. Eddie got to go back home. Eddie not from America. Eddie got to go home. So if he'd have got that young boy punched on like that, is you getting me? Come on, man. Y'all making me mad. No, I ain't getting mad. I'm just talking shit. Come on, man. Eddie would have never been able to go back home and feel the same if he'd have got Josh Kelly punched on in America like that. Brought him all the way to Philly. Brought him all the way to Philly to get him shipped back home with one arm, one leg, half his ribs missing. You think if Boots would have signed with PBC, shit would have been different? No, not too different. Not too different. You know why? You know why? Because these guys still have to accept the fight. These guys have to accept the fight. If they don't accept the fight, then we don't get the fights. That's the only way you get the fights. The only way you get the fights is both sides have to accept the both sides have to accept the fights. That's the only way you're gonna get the fights, bro. Y'all be listening to the first thing Turkey say. Y'all be going to these crazy ass channels that be pushing hate, and y'all listen to the first thing they say. Huh? That's the first thing y'all that they say, y'all listen to. Oh, Boots is ducking. He didn't want to fight this guy, and oh, he didn't ask for this guy. Top killer. We gonna get it one day. They gonna bring me up. They gonna get smart one day and bring Greg Hackett up there. We gonna see. If not, I'll do it from the crib. If you decide to listen to the shit you hear, then you'll never know where you're going. You're gonna always be spinning in circles. Because what they don't tell you is who don't accept the fights. Not every fight hits the negotiation process hits the headlines like a Rashidi Ellis. Not everybody talk about the offers they get and the offers they turn down. They don't. They don't. Listen. I was just on the phone earlier today. One of my fighters got it got offered a fight, right? But the other guy is mad at his promotional company. On our end, it's like, yo, we ready to rumble. On their end, it's like, no, shit ain't right over here. We trying to fix a few things. What that got to do with us? It ain't our fault. But if you listen to the headlines, you listen to these crazy ass channels, they'll tell you, oh, he's ducking him. He's ducking him. Oh, he's a duck. And these is dudes that never got in the ring a day in their life. Never even would try. Come on, y'all. These is dudes that just fell over into boxing podcasting because they seen the money that it brought in. So it's like, all right, if I get up there and I start camping, or if I get up there and just start making up shit, half the people gonna believe me anyway, because half these niggas out here is haters. So fuck it. I'm gonna just say what I gotta say and make up some shit. Holy Temple, what you say? Holy Temple, say it again. Lima not a tune-up. He just in the way. He just in the way. You said Stanionis was inactive. He had just got out the ring with Mastre. Mastre, you know what I'm saying? Him and Mastre rumbled 12 rounds. Hey, like I said, if it's Lima, then it's Lima. I like Lima. Lima's been as high as 163 pounds in his career. He's not a small guy. He might be a little bit bigger than Boots. He stopped 2 of his last 3 opponents. He number 10 in the WBA. He only lost to an undefeated fighter who's currently undefeated, Aaron McKenna, out of Ireland. Hey, what you want me to do? I know I'm gonna be down South Philly. I know I'm gonna be at the Wells Fargo when they fight. I'm gonna be there. Hey. What you mean, Greg don't cap? I looked him up last night. And I said he was food. He gonna get his ass beat. It don't matter who it was. They was getting their ass beat. But again, look in the top 10 WBA, right? Look in the top 10 WBA. Besides Jesus Ramos, tell me a name that you recognize, and I dare you to lie. I dare you to get on here and lie. I dare you to lie. Enzo said he pulling up. Appreciate you, gang. It's going to be a bunch of spirits in the welly. You feel me, Scarlett? Scarlett, what's up, gang? Y'all acting crazy. The man just doing his job. His job is to fight. People get mad because Boots don't do enough interviews. How come he don't come on here and tell us what's going on? How come he doesn't tell us what he ate for dinner last night? It is what it is, man. October 11th, it's going to fuck down. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Pull up. If you're in the tri-state area, you should be there. I mean, I'm rocking for Philly. I love boxing, and I'm going to talk about boxing, and I'm going to tell my true feelings. But when it comes to Philadelphia, yeah, I'm going to hold it down. Fuck is y'all talking about? We got bad motherfuckers in the city, man. Come on, man. We got bad motherfuckers in the city, amateur and pro, and in the streets. Stop playing with me. I'm backing them. Long as they ain't doing nothing foul, I'm backing them. You feel me? Foreign. That's exactly how they sound. Some whiny snot-nosed kids. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, a lot of people, y'all have to understand. If you don't understand negotiations, if you don't understand motherfuckers saying no, if you're not gonna understand boxing. It's a lot of guys that got offered that fight with Boots Ennis. It just never came to the light. But guess what? Rashidi had the 500 in his hand. Rashidi had the 500,000 in his hand. He turned it down. He turned it down, gang. So guess what? He wanted to listen to Brian Norman. He wanted to listen to Mill City. He wanted to listen to his manager. Now what? And you know what's so crazy? How about this? I bet you Brian Norman wouldn't put Brian Norman Jr. in there with Rashidi Ellis. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. It was his team, but you not. Sometimes you got to be your own man. Sometimes you got to be your own man. Sometimes you got to say, ho, ho, ho. I hear what y'all saying, and I understand everybody trying to get money. But for 500,000, I'll fight all y'all niggas in this room right now. Sometimes you got to be your own man. These dudes be trying to be too smart. Cause I did the math quick. When I heard 250, I'm like, all right, I could see why they going with 250. But when I heard Rashidi turn down to 500, I said, he tripping. You know why he tripping? Because name a fight that's a non-title fight, non-pay-per-view event where the fighters is making 500,000, the B side. I'll fight Boots for 500,000. Not just you. I'll fight him too for 500,000. You kidding me? Iso Akune says, Ennis is at his peak, fighting nobodies. Hey, if that's how you see it, hey, what you want me to do, gang? I want to see you fight. How about that? Talk about it. We tried. We tried with these guys. Ramirez said, I'll fight Boots for 150,000. That's what I'm saying. I really don't understand. Yeah, but what am I really defending when everybody else is occupied? So if everybody, all right, Raw Star, you saying I'm defending him. So who did you want to see him fight? Virgil is really dealing with a hand injury, so he wasn't going to be able to fight. So don't say Virgil. Now say somebody else. Raw Star, I want you to say somebody else. Say somebody that you wanted to see him fight. And again, I'm going to say it again. I want y'all to go look at the WBA rankings and tell me a name besides Jesus Ramos. Okay, look. He said Bachram. Bachram is getting ready to fight Lubin. Boachuk turned the fight down. Thurman said he want $20 million. Huh? So because Keith Thurman say he want $20 million, they supposed to just give him $20 million when he ain't never made $20 million? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Scary Hour said Ramos is the only nigga I know on that list. Rashidi turned the fight down. What are y'all not listening? You guys are Yo. You guys are crazy. Rashidi turned the fight down even if they double the offer. The offer was 250. You know what? We'll give you 500. That means I'm going back and forth with you. That means I'm letting you argue with me. I'm letting you argue with me. If I send you all right, let's slow it down. If I send you an offer, you pick up your phone. I say, yo, cousin, 250. You say, no, that ain't gonna make it happen. I said, fine. I go home. I talk to my folks. Yo, what we gonna do? Throw him another 250 on there, cousin. Yo, all right, look. This how the negotiation going. I'm calling you back. Yo, cousin, I'm gonna put another 250 on the 250 I already offered you. Make it 5. Hold up. Let me talk to my folks real quick. Yo, you think we should take the 5? No, if they offer, listen, Poppy, if we can get them to 5 right now, imagine if we just tell them we want $1 million, we get it to at least 750. Are you right? Rashidi, here's Rashidi on the phone. No, we don't want the 5. No, they ain't enough. Then they do a live interview with Mill City talking about it. Eddie go, nigga, we got 8 weeks. Y'all playing too much. I'm gonna call some, you know what I'm saying, that I know it's gonna take the fight. Yo, Lima, what's up, family? I got 300 for you. What you gonna do? No problem. I will be there. Send me my flight information. No problem. Wendell Ambrose. What's up, gang? He said, you told us that Rashidi looked like he really wanted to take that 500K. Folks never going to be satisfied until Boots put hands and feet on everybody. If that's what it got to be, that's what it got to be. Brother Wendell, I appreciate the donation. I really do. Hey, G, excuse my ignorance, but how much did they offer Lima then? I was just playing just now when I said 300, but I don't know. I know Lima said, fuck it, I'm putting my boots on, I'm going to pull up. But y'all not thinking about the budget. It's a such thing called a budget. This is business we talking about. You think people just supposed to get... Yo, so what y'all telling me... So what y'all telling me is, right? When we see people every day out on the street and they panhandling, y'all don't like giving them 50 cents. Y'all don't want to give them $1. Y'all don't want to give them $2. But Eddie Hearn supposed to give a motherfucker $1 million just because they asking for it? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. We walk down the street every day. Hey, 2 cents, I got you. Soon as I get it, you getting paid, my nigga. Hey, look, budget. Y'all don't, I'm going to say it again. Y'all don't like giving homeless people $1. When they be sitting there with that cup, they can even be a talented homeless person. They could be sitting there juggling. You'll walk past, get a fucking job. Who are you to sit out here and beg for money? You're not shit. Take your broke ass home and get a job. That's how y'all talk to people, you bum. Fuck you. Get off the streets. Get out of my way, brokey. I'm on my way to work. And you're asking me for $1. Y'all don't like giving people $1. Y'all don't want to give a motherfucker 50 cents. But Eddie Hearn's supposed to give a motherfucker $1 million. Just cuz? Y'all niggas tripping, man. Shut the fuck up, man. Y'all niggas tripping, man. Think about it. It's business. And then this is the thing. This is why you also have to be smart when you're doing business. If I give one man $1 million, what you think I gotta get the rest of these niggas? No disrespect. What you think I gotta get the rest of these niggas? If I give one man $1 million just because he asked for it, what you think I gotta give everybody else? Ezo. My man Ezo. Hold on. He said Bakram was looking for a fight for months before the IBF ordered the Lubin fight. Knock it off. Come on, Greg. All right, so when you say months, how far back you talking? So when you say months, how far back are you talking? Because they said, Boots said he was going up to 54 after Norman fought or before Norman fought or whatever. How long ago was that? That wasn't that long ago. And if Bakram was looking for a fight, and we know the IBF always make niggas fight they mandatory, the same reason why Boots fought Karen for the second time. I hope you remember that. Don't get shadowy on me. Don't get a little cloudy on me. I know you know that Boots had to fight Karen for the second time because the IBF ordered it. So if Bakram holds the IBF and they're ordering that to him to fight Erickson Lubin, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And I don't even like talking about all that shit with boxing. I just like talking about the fights. But let's be real, gang. Greg was heaven sent for the casuals. It's a business first. Where the humility at? These niggas crazy, John. Where? I don't know what's going on. Chris Popper, what up, gang? Your man's Norman Sr. been on a press run all day. DE and crazy. Ain't even talked about his precious son today. That's the craziest part. He got Devin Haney problems. That's how you know they not ready. You worrying about Devin. I mean, you worrying about Boots instead of Devin, and y'all fighting Devin. Y'all got Devin Haney problems. Speaking of Devin Haney, Tim Bradley posted a video today, said he had a dream that Devin Haney knocked out Brian Norman Jr. with a right hand. Oh, shit. Y'all think that could happen? You said Cap G to fight 4 months away. We in August, September, October. What are you talking about? We in August, October. What are you talking about? That's 2 months from now. Today's the what? The 11th? Today's the 11th or the 10th? Today the 11th, right? So if today's the 11th, next month, September 11th, the month after that, October, that's 2 months. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? He said Tim Bradley gotta go to rehab. Hey yo, is Tim Bradley tripping? He said he had a dream. Tim Bradley said he had a dream, 3:25 in the morning, that Devin Haney knocked out Brian Norman. Never know. This is boxing. Real stars. We all know what Boots gonna do when he get niggas in the ring, but goddamn, black people, we tired of the Euro tour. Ivan Nesian, standing on this Karen. The Rashidi fight was for niggas, man. Goddamn. Rashidi fucked up the money. What are you not getting? I keep telling you. Look up what these fighters are getting paid in non-title fights, non-pay-per-view events. Rashidi thought he was gonna play a game, and he thought Eddie was gonna play with him. Eddie said, "No, dog, that's not what we doing." Real stars, I appreciate the donation too. He said going to the Currency Wiz Ab Soul show tomorrow. Appreciate you, gang. Blind Faith, what up? I'm just saying. 500K ain't enough? Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. Fuck happened to you? We needed that fight, but Rashidi didn't want the money. He said it. Rashidi said he was getting too much money already. Now 500K ain't enough. That's what I'm saying, Cam. Boo, boo. Bolo, what's up? They want a career payday for a fight that ain't really, it ain't too much on the line. It's just a lot of repetition, and a ranking. You probably would have got your ranking up. Rashidi definitely would have been in the rankings. Rashidi definitely would have got moved up in the rankings. Why? So Zank Tank, tell me why 500K is not enough. And I'm gonna tell you exactly why it is. Cause name another fighter getting 500,000 for a non-title fight and a non-pay-per-view event. There's no fighters making that. I'm telling you right now, there's no fighters making that. There's no fighters making that. There's no fight. I'm telling you right now, in a non-pay-per-view event, non-title fight, nobody's making a 500,000 unless you Ryan Garcia. And Ryan Garcia gonna make more than that because he got however million followers. It's no. See, the thing is, sometimes we get, because we watch so much TV, because we watch so much YouTube, we get out of touch with reality. We do. We get out of touch with reality sometimes. We do. Sometimes we do. Rashidi get ready to, he gonna have to do some fighting to get back to this status. I'm telling you. Because I'm gonna tell you what happens in boxing. If you negotiate with a promoter and they go up and all right, If you negotiate with a promoter, and they tell you 250,000, and you say no, I need more, and they give you more, and you still say no, you playing. That means you playing. Hold up, cause if he know his opponent leave in 700 or 800 is better and doable, huh? Zank Tank, what you mean, bro? I don't understand what you saying. Zank Tank, I don't get what you mean. You must be from that Boston area. You must be from that Massachusetts area, because I don't understand nothing you saying. Yeah, I don't know what Zank Tank talking about. You said, oh shit. Somebody said Keith Thurman got 600 to fight Jarvis. If he did, why you think he got 600? Former world champion, Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman was at the top of boxing for a long time. You gotta remember that. Keith Thurman got a hell of a resume. Gotta remember that. So the best thing you could come up with was Keith Thurman. Tell me a guy. Tell me a guy who's not a Keith Thurman, who's not a champion, that was gonna get 500,000 to fight anybody in a non-title fight and guess what? Ask Brian Norman Sr. what they got for their title shot. You gonna see Brian Norman Sr. You rotten motherfucker. You's a rotten motherfucker. Y'all didn't get that in y'all title shot. I just thought of that. I just hold the fuck up. I just thought about that. Brian Norman Sr. You's a rotten mother. You's a dirty rotten scoundrel. Y'all didn't. Brian Norman Sr. and Jr. didn't make nowhere near 500,000 versus Santillion. But you gonna tell Rashidi that wasn't enough? You fucking hater. You narrative pushing, nappy head motherfucker. Ooh. Rashidi need to fire the whole fucking staff. He need to get away from all you niggas. Norman Sr. told Rashidi if he get back into the top 10, he'll set up the fight with his son, and then he spun him. Then he let Norman convince him Boots the one ducking him. Blind leading the blind. Chris Papa, appreciate the donation, gang. You ain't never lied. Brian Norman Sr., the last motherfucker. Brian Norman Sr. is the last motherfucker should be negotiating a fight for anybody because he the guy that turned down 1.7. Now, sometimes the heavyweights, they money go up. Sometimes because it's the heavyweights. But you also got to pay attention to the cards that they was fighting on too, because somebody said, this shit crazy. Somebody said he got 400 for Sasaki. So if you, as a champion, to sell your belt, hold on, as a champion to sell your belt to Japan, if you got 400K, how you gonna tell Rashidi Ellis 500K isn't enough? They being cheap. How? They offered you 1.7 for your belt, and you didn't want to sell it to them, but you sold it to Japan for 4. Dirty rotten scoundrel. Hey, Rashidi, man. If you need a new manager, man, come holler at me. Rashidi, if you need a new manager, come holler at me, bro. He said, come on, Greg. 400K. You know they made at least 4 M's to go to Japan. Now, we going to keep it real. Let's say they did. Let's say they did make 4 million. First of all, the arena they was fighting in only held 5,000 people. Second of all, from what I know about my folks, $4 million, they wouldn't be getting right back in the ring with Devin Haney. Even though that fight was some time ago, they wouldn't be getting right back in the ring with that off of $4 million. Trust me. If they made $4 million versus Sasaki, Brian Norman Sr. would have bought more than some new glasses. I'm just saying, gang. I'm a spirit. I'm sorry. And I don't like counting nobody's pockets. That ain't my thing. But it just keep coming up. The money just keep coming up. $4 million? $4 million to fight Sasaki in an arena that holds 5,000? $4 million? If you believe that, $4 million to fight in an arena that holds 5,000 people. I don't even think it was 1.6. Y'all playing too much. My man Alphabet Boxing said, not an arena, a gym. $2 cents with $4 million, he would have been towing cars worldwide. Yo, y'all niggas crazy, man. People believe everything they hear, bro. You could tell, yo, nowadays, yo, if the internet was out when I was in high school, I would have been one of the top scammers in the world. I probably would have got booked I probably would have caught a super scamming case. It's too easy to scam y'all. The same man who sat on the live with me and said, I'm the man that study everything. I'm the man that look everything up. I'm Brian Norman Sr. I understand boxing. You niggas don't know nothing about boxing. Rashidi Ellis should not take $500,000. Eddie's gonna be cheap. That's what Eddie do. Eddie gonna be cheap. He ain't gonna offer the money. He ain't gonna try to give you no more money. The same nigga that turned down $1.7 million. What? Y'all be listening to people like that? Y'all, those the people that y'all choose to listen to? See, I'm from down here in Georgia. He ain't even from Atlanta, for real. He's from outside Atlanta, but I'm from down here in booty fuck Georgia. And no disrespect to Georgia, because I fuck with Georgia. But I gotta go in. Welcome to Brian Norman's Ducking and Tow Trucking. I got the only house on the block paid for. They tried to get my daddy like that a long time ago in a Cadillac. Perfect. Come on, man. Y'all gotta be real. Y'all not listening. No, man. Y'all know I fuck with Georgia, man. I just got fuck with cuz. When I was down Atlanta, man, it was nothing but fun, man. They was showing love down there. Come on, man. Y'all gotta understand, bro. Y'all gotta use your brains. Stop letting people just tell y'all shit, bro. Rashidi is the fight that we needed for the culture, like my man said earlier in the live. I agree. I 100% agree on that. But he listened to his manager. He listened to Mill City. He listened to Brian Norman. Brian Norman wouldn't even put his son in there with Rashidi. But you gonna listen to him? and argue with me about how 500,000 wasn't enough. But the 1.7 that was offered to you is still more than you made in your career. And you're going to tell that young man, now Rashidi got to go home and argue with his lady. Now she got to threaten him that she going to threaten to leave if he don't find another $500,000 fight. Rashidi could have finished paying for the house. Rashidi could have bought a brand new car and been living lovely for at least a year. Or if he know how to fuck with that money and he know how to make that shit flip flop and turn over, he could have invested in something and been getting it popping. But instead, you gonna listen to a nigga like Brian Norman. Ain't that some shit? No, I said finish paying for the house. I ain't say he was gonna buy a new house. I'm saying he was gonna finish paying for the house. I'm just saying. So, all right, this is what's so interesting. Flame on 24 said Rashidi could have got his career ended for the 500K. Okay, but listen, who else was taking it? Who else going to offer Rashidi? This is what people not understanding, right? People keep saying he could have got his career ended, right? Your career could get ended on any given night. We not going to act like Rashidi can't fight. Rashidi Ellis can fight. Is his tank full? I seen him get a little tired with Romain Villa. Cost him a couple knockdowns, shit like that. But you could get hurt in any fight. Your career could get ended any fight. Your career could get ended in the gym. But I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, as the original black man, as an American, offer me 500,000. Ladies and gentlemen, we got action. I don't know where they making these new niggas at, but offer me 500,000. We got action. I don't know what's going on, y'all. It's a lot going on in this new boxing streets. I don't know what's going on, y'all. Rashidi Ellis can fight. Rashidi got some good fights on his record. Some good wins. But that one Romain Villa fight cost him the fight with Boots. Right? He did whatever he did after that. He fought some TCL fights. He fought a couple regular pro fights. Not on this magnitude. You get offered 500K, and the best you can come up with, you can lose your life or end your career in that fight for the 500K. You can also lose your life in a sparring session. This is boxing. Smart guy. Now, see what I would have did with my son. Now, if it was my son, see what I would have did was I would have got Eddie to go up to 2.2 million. Now, if Eddie couldn't go to the 2.2 million, then he wasn't taking that fight because I know that the fight is worth more than that. See. See. See? You're such a smart guy, see? Now you gotta argue with your baby mom, see? Niggas acting crazy. Career ended it is a stretch. If he looked good against Boots, he could end up being a gatekeeper, right? In the division. Like how they talk about Tev or Kambosos. Right. That's exactly right. Here's the thing. If he would have went in there with Boots and looked half decent and survived and did the 12 rounds, guess what? He would have got called back for more money. But because you turned down the money, now I'm gonna tell you some real shit. What Rashidi should do though. Hey Rashidi, cause I fuck with you, gang. I'm gonna throw you one. Try to get the Josh Kelly fight. Eureka! Now we're thinking. Try to get the Josh Kelly fight. Dion Dub, what's up, cousin? Burberry J, what up? Blonde Faith, what up? Try to get the Josh Kelly fight. You feel me? I'm trying to help you out. Hey, Sheedy, I'm trying to throw you a bone. Since you like listening to niggas and you want to listen to a nigga like Brian Norman, hey, dig it. Try to get the Rashidi fight. Now, like I said, it's not too many. It's not really any fighters out here making $500,000 for a non-title fight, right? In a non-pay-per-view event, right? They got offered the $5. Brian Norman told him that wasn't enough, right? But he didn't make that against Santillan, which was a title fight. Huh? What the fuck is going on in boxing? Just because I ain't super chatting my boy. Hey, man, I appreciate that, brother Dion. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate that. Real shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Carbon 12. That's what I'm trying to sit here and tell y'all. Motherfucker, you listening to motherfuckers who all right, now we gonna be honest. Now we gonna be 100% honest. The reason Top Rank be fucking with the Normans like they fuck with them. Y'all listen to me. The reason Top Rank be fucking with the Normans the way they fuck with them, because they take the first offer. They don't argue with Bob. You think Brian Norman, think about the way Brian Norman, look back at Brian Norman Jr.'s first fight at Top Rank. Look at his second fight with Top Rank. Go back to all his fights with Top Rank. They was just happy to be there. You think Brian Norman Sr. arguing with Bob? What? Bob gonna say, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. You know who I am? I'm Bob Arum. They don't argue with Bob. Think about it. The Santillan fight, they wasn't even supposed to win that fight. Appreciate you, Dion. Think about it. I need y'all to listen. Somebody said I'm getting ready to cap. Whoever that was, who wrote that? T-Mac. All right, I want you to let me know where I'm capping at. Let me know. When they got the Santillan fight, I don't know how much they made. I don't care how much they made. But the Santillan fight, he even said that we wasn't supposed to win that fight. Then they fought Cuevas. Nobody never heard of Cuevas. How much you think they got paid for Cuevas? Whatever it was, they wasn't arguing with Bob about it. Know why? Because the fact that Cuevas was off for a year and a half, fuck it, we'll fight him. They're not arguing with Bob. No, I'm not saying anything. Listen to me. All right. Bob get on the phone with the Japanese. You know, all you gotta do is sit back and listen to me before you decide to speak. Listen to me. Bob got a connection with the Japanese. Why? Through who? Inoue, Nakatani. Right? Am I lying about that? Bob got a connection with them. They go, you know what? Bob, I think we got another one. How about you bring Brian Norman Jr. over here to fight Sasaki? We're paying. Guess what? Bob ain't got to go in his pocket. Why wouldn't he let you fight Sasaki? Bob don't got to go in his pocket. Brian Norman Sr. answer the phone. Hello, who this? Juntao? Who the fuck is a Juntao? Listen, man, chill. We're making negotiation. All right, what's up? We have Jin Sasaki. We'll pay you good money. Come on over. Lose to us. Fuck it. Shit, I'll bring my son over there. Shit. The fuck you want me to do? Shit, we ain't doing shit anyway. I was just down here fixing some cars and shit. Good money. Just pull up. We'll make it worth your while. Good food, good hotel. Bring however many niggas you want. Bring however many niggas you would like. No problem with us. Just be prepared to lose the belt. You think, now listen, on top of all that, Bob been giving you ones and quarters, shit like that, 1 1/4, shit like that, right? So let's say the number was 400,000. Let's say it was 1.6. Let's say it was, right? After Bob take whatever he want off the top, hey Norman, what you think about going over there and fight Sasaki for the 450 or 500 or whatever the number was? Shit, Bob, whatever you say. Shit, you've been treating me and my son very well. We got us a title. We ain't have to fight Boots Ennis. Shit, we looking good. We got us a knockout our last fight. Shit, we'll go to Japan. If you want us to go to Japan, shit, what's wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with Japan. Plus, I ain't never been to Japan, no way. Brian Norman Jr., you been to Japan? No, I ain't never been to Japan. All right, well, shit, we going to Japan then. Fuck it, son. Let's go on over there and fight. Sasaki's a 140-pounder. Why would Brian Norman argue with that? Why would he negotiate? It's nothing to negotiate. They giving you a dub. It's a fucking layup. Of course you're going to go over there. Think about it. Of course you're going to go over there. Now, you go over there, you get a devastating knockout. Everybody get fired up about you. Everybody hyped up. Everybody acting like you just beat Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Because we love knockouts. We do. And that was a hell of a knockout too, not Brian Norman Jr. I'll give you that, Junior. That was a hell of a knockout. He cracked that boy whole shit up. I give it to you on that. My thing is, Senior not arguing with Bob because he giving him layups. Santillion was a layup. Why? Too small for Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr. is a growing fucking kid. A grown man, but he's growing. Strong. He don't smoke. He don't drink as far as I know. He might drink a little bit. I don't know. But he don't smoke. And he a healthy kid. He gonna clip you if you stand in front of him. Santillion was too tough for his own good. Got his ass knocked out. Cuevas, I don't even know what the fuck Cuevas was on. Cuevas got his ass knocked out. Sasaki was a sushi roll. Got his ass knocked out. Why would Norman argue with Bob? The reason I'm saying all this is, when and where has Brian Norman Sr. really negotiated a fight? He never had to negotiate. He's been getting layups. He should have ran it back with Boca Chica. They didn't. They moved on. Ended up getting a shot. They needed somebody for Santillion. All right, let's make it look good. This kid just got dropped by Boca Chica, so you should be able to get him up. Oh, he ended up fucking up Santillion. All right, cool. You know what? We're going to give you Cuevas just because we got to abide by our the contract. We got to hold it down. You know what I mean? We got to make sure we ain't, we ain't going against the contract and we owe you a fight. So, all right, boom, fight Cuevas. Not Cuevas out. Cuevas ain't been in the ring in a year and a half. You get a call from Japan. Hey, Bob, you think you can bring one of those kids over with a belt who's willing to sell? Yeah, what you thinking? Brian Norman Jr., we like him for Sasaki. All right. Put him in there with Sasaki. Get him put out. You think Norman, okay, the reason I'm saying all this, because when he got into it with Eddie, Brian Norman Sr. got excited. He got excited and asked for, after being offered $750,000. No. That's not enough. That ain't enough. Shit, we want more. We worth more than that. We worth more. All right, take this 1.5. No. Hell no. We fuck no. What we look like? We wanted to leave with $1 million. All right, look, man, take the 1.7. Fuck no. I'm not taking that shit. I'm Brian Norman Sr. Outside of that, when has he ever had to really negotiate for his kid? He never really had to. When he brought the kid to Top Rank, he was 18, 19, and 0, fighting ducks. When he ever had to fucking really negotiate, he never had to negotiate. Top Rank said, all right, look, he looked like a good little strong little kid. We'll fuck with him. We'll throw him on a couple cards. And I'm going to tell you what boxing promoters do. Sometimes they sign guys not to be champions. They sign guys to be challengers for the champion. If you think I'm bullshitting, just look at the books. Look at the fucking books. But I might be moving too fast for some of y'all. I might be talking too slick for some of y'all. I might be talking too crazy for some of y'all. Some of y'all can't handle it. But just all you got to do is listen. Brian Norman Sr. never had now. It was an honor after 19 fights. It was an honor for him to be with Bob Arum. Bob Arum is a legend. Bob Arum is still going. Bob Arum, live TV. Get it. ESPN. Okay, let's get it. All right, you going to give us a shot, Bob? All right, fuck it. Brian Norman Jr. first 2 fights with Top Rank was ass, bro. Go back and look him up. Them fights was ass. He struggled. He struggled on the stage. And then here come Boca Chica. Boca Chica damn near clipped him. But he got his shit together. I ain't gonna fraud. Got his shit together. Santillion punched him out. Cuevas punched him out. All right. We got a token from Sasaki and then punched him out. All right. Good. But when he ever really have to negotiate? So when he say, I'm the man that study everything going on in boxing. I know everything. I know all the prices. And how? Your biggest negotiation effort was against Eddie Hearn and Boots Ennis. And you couldn't make it happen. Huh? You didn't want to take 1.7, but then you thought it was smart to advise Rashidi Ellis not to take 500,000 when he's not going to get an offer like that nowhere else. Y'all niggas tripping, man. I'm Greg Hackett. I'm just a spirit. I ain't going to keep talking. Chris Popper normally negotiates. Sasaki admitted you can't negotiate with Turkey. Every offer is take it or leave it. But Eddie willing to negotiate, and he got the bad guy. Can't make this up. Real shit. I was going on for a while. I missed a couple super chats. I'm about to read them over. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Greg missed his calling as a comedian. Bring all the niggas you like in my Asian voice. Baltimore James, what's up, cuz? Yeah, my mom used to tell me that too, bro. My mom used to say, get on stage, Greg. Get on stage. I did it. I got on stage about 5 times, but I just never like how people... Comedy shows ain't the same. Man, forget B. Norman Sr. He just being a dad trying to defend his boy. You know how I know it. Every now and then he brings it up about everyone trashing him about not taking the offer. But my problem is, why you keep talking about Boots? If you getting ready to fight, Devin Haney, why you keep talking about Boots? That's insane. Why do you keep talking about Boots? Stop doing that. Boots, y'all, October 11th. We fighting Lima, man. It is what it is. Let's get it. You getting ready to fight Devin Haney, one of the sharpest boxers in the world right now. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Devin Haney can fight. Devin Haney can fight, gang. Gee, the Normans on the boxing voice saying they was blowing up Boots' line. They got the second offer. You believe that? Bro, his daddy fucked it up when they didn't fight for the 1.7. Listen to me, I'm going to say this again. And my man just said it earlier. Ain't no arguing with Turkey. Ain't no arguing with probably Al Heyman. Certain promoters you're not gonna argue with because they're not gonna move off their number. Some will, some won't, depending on how bad they want the fight. The thing is, Eddie went back with him 3 times. Eddie went back and forth with him 3 times, and he still turned it down. But he keep trying to call my young boy a duck. How? The fight was right there in your lap. And guess what? Brian Norman Sr. is the one always saying, I know how to beat Boots Ennis. See, Boots Ennis got these little funny little legs. See, you got to catch him while his legs is in a certain position. And if you do this and if you do that and blah, blah, blah. So why you ain't fighting, champ? If your son would have fought Boots and beat Boots, then your son would probably be one of the biggest names in boxing right now. But instead, we know him because you online every fucking day talking about Boots. And the truth is, y'all got Devin Haney problems. And just like Miss Jackie Hernandez said, Rashidi not gonna make that money nowhere else. Come on, gang. I am a spirit. Let's take 10 seconds out for me being a spirit. We're going to start right now. Appreciate y'all. I really do. I appreciate y'all, man. Without the people, there is no GHB TV. So I got to fuck with y'all because y'all fuck with me. And I'm trying to answer however many questions I can answer. And yada, yada. There's a lot going on in my brain. It's a lot going on this screen. But listen, I'm here. I'm here, gang. Hey, Foreign. I ran over my hours again, bro. I'm sorry. Make sure y'all hit up GHB merch. If you don't like nothing, that's cool. If you don't like none of the material right now, it's just the beginning. We gonna get better. But GHBmerch.com. And make sure you hit up GregieCash on Cash App. I appreciate you. And make sure you subscribe. Why they going at my mic? What happened to my mic? Senior said he not fighting no more. He said he got one arm. Hey, NZ the Great, I appreciate you for being honest, bro. I went over my hours on StreamYard. They not fucking with me right now. I gotta look and see when they gonna let me get back on. I can try it though. I can try to do a StreamYard. How much they getting for the dev fight? I don't know. Crazy thing is, they probably only getting $1 million for dev. 1.5. 2 million at 2 million tops. 2 million tops for dev. Turkey not about to just be going crazy, bro. 2 million tops. I bet money. I bet money is 2 million. And you know why he took the dev fight? He believed they could beat Dev. He believed they really could knock Dev out. The reason he didn't take the 1.7 with Boots, because he already seen Boots beat his son up. Think about that. Think about if you saw a guy beat your son up already. Think about it. Think about if you already saw a guy. Here's a guy. Here's a guy that you seen almost get knocked out by Ryan Garcia, right? We get an offer with him later on. After we just knocked out a Japanese guy. So you think, all right, we getting better. All right, now we got Devin Haney, who almost got knocked out 2 fights ago. I'd rather fight him. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. It's 249 likes, 423 people in here. Go ahead and make it look like something. Donations look lovely. I appreciate y'all. I really do. But listen, think about it. Why would I let my son fight somebody who already been beating him up and we just now getting started? Think about it. Brian Norman Jr. he got 2 title defenses. They just getting their feet wet. Let's be real. And I like Brian Norman Jr. I do. I really do. I just don't think he could beat Boots in this. I don't think he could beat Boots. I seen Boots already beat him up plenty of times. Why would he, you know what I'm saying? Why would he put his son in there with Boots? And Boots already been beating his son up. Think about it. Do the math. Think about it, baby. Pump up the volume. Elijah Wheat, what's up, gang? And the whole time all of this been going down, Mario Barrios stayed out of the way and got that Pacquiao money. Think about it. And held on to his belt with a draw. Think about it. That's boxing for you. Nobody said nothing about Mario Barrios. He kept his ass in the bushes. Hey, let me know when that shit over, y'all. I'm gonna pop back out. I think Dev gonna outbox the shit out of Norman for some reason. Former Undisputed can't sleep on him. Jalen Carter, I feel the same way. Appreciate the donations. If anybody got a smart team, it's Mario Barrios. Because they stayed out the way. When all them bullets was flying, Mario Barrios was in the house looking through the blinds like, oh, shit. JARON Boots ENNIS versus UISMA. LIMA. October 11th in Philadelphia. Make sure you pull up. Make sure you pull up. Make sure you pull the fuck up. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. After you subscribe, make sure you hit that alert button. So when I go live or when I post a video, you'll be the first to know. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Greg Hackett 86 on Instagram. Greg Hackett 215 on X. Greg Hackett on Facebook. Greg Hackett 86 on TikTok. GregieCash on Cash App. I appreciate the love and support. I really do. I fucks with y'all. I fucks with y'all. Thank you. Get with me. I'm about to check the StreamYard situation. If I could get back on StreamYard, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it just because y'all want to do it. Just because my little brother Foreign keep asking. I appreciate the love and support. Thank y'all.